Jesus, you're like sunshine on my face. Bless me like water to a thirsty soul. Them talks say this life not tongue by tongue, but you carry me go front like I'm number one. Jesus, you're like sunshine on my face. Bless me like water to a thirsty soul. Them talks say this life not tongue by tongue, but you carry me go front like I'm number one. Balling in the spirit, flying with anointing, swagger so divine. There's no need for fronting. Jesus got me. Jesus got me. Jesus got me. Balling in the spirit, flying with anointing, swagger so divine. There's no need for fronting.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah.
Bold as a lion,
Gentle as a dove.
got my man on the beats on the beat. Got my man on the beats on the beat. Bold as a lion.
Good morning.
Gentle as a dove. Got my man on the beats on the beat. Got my man on the beats on the beat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just want to flow
In the spirit,
just want to flow in the spirit.
cause my Father is a spirit. Call on Christ and He answers. He gives me the chances. Now I have heavenly stances. They're watching me dancing.
I call on Christ and He answers. Oh, even when I fall, He gives me chances.
La 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 la.
I call on Christ and He answers. Even when I fall, He gives me chances. Now I have heavenly stances.
So they're watching me dancing.
I call on Christ and He answers.
Good morning, guys.
Oh, even when I fall, He gives me chances.
I'll bring it out. So please go ahead and let's go ahead and just share the video on your page. Let's get more people connected this morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Thank you. If you're brand new, if you're brand new on this network, let me see you. Just type it in. Say you are brand new. This is your first time or second time, or maybe you are just joining us for the past 1 month. Okay. Please let me see you right there, so I can just give a shout out real quick to you. Now we can welcome you to the group, because this is a family. This is a family right here. We're a family of crazy people. You don't want to mess with us here on this network. Don't mess with us here. We dey bite you. We go bite you like anything. Another thing I want to warn you is that we don't attack our own. If you attack any of our own, every one of us will attack you. Right there. Boom. That's it. All right? Don't mess up. Don't mess up, Rara. Don't mess up. If you mess up, it's going to be trouble. All right. So, people who are brand new, please let me know you're brand new. Let us, Olayinka Sanusi, how are you? Go and chat with me privately. I need to talk with you. All right? All right. So, if you are coming in brand new, you're welcome. Welcome to the family. Don't let us fight you. Don't be posting nonsense. Because we go fight. We go fight you. If you attack any of us, we go fight you. We are association of crazy people. We don't do nonsense here. We don't do nonsense here. Understand? I'm just telling you. All right? So praise God. Thank you very much for connecting this morning. I really Lola Rufus Yamo. We know you. We know you very well. I'm 2 months old. Wow, Yemi Akins. All right, that's great. Arniola Precious, you are brand new. Welcome. All right, that's fine. All right, so this place, we believe in the truth. We speak the truth. We don't cover the truth. All right, and we are not over spiritual. We are not spirit on this network. So if Ti Egungun Obagbe, Ti Obatini Levi, you don't want to be here. Ti Egungun, Ti Obagbe, To Ni Levi, don't be here. And I want to just quickly welcome my people from Jamaica. I want to thank those ones from Kenya, from Cameroon. I didn't even know people are watching me in Cameroon. There are so many Cameroonians and Kenyans watching my videos. I didn't know. Okay? Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. If you are watching, if you're a Cameroonian or you are a kind of a Jamaican or you're Black American watching, thank you very much for watching. You know, don't mind me because I speak Yoruba once in a while. Not every time, you know what I'm saying? Not every time, but once in a while. So don't bother yourself about it. I always interpret anyway. All right? So, you're welcome everybody. Thank you very much for connecting. The network is actually popping. Good, nice, beautiful. Over here, if you don't get the liver, you don't want to be here because we say the way it is. And listen, I don't want you to be calling me Pastor Shola, Pastor Shola. My name is Shola. Okay? Call me Shola and let us be fine. Let us all go through the right route. Let's go through the way we should go and let everything be fine. Oh my God. All right, thank you very much. You're brand new. Thank you very much, Inka. God bless you, brand new. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right. So we have been doing a kind of like a little teaching for some time now about relationship. It's a very difficult thing to do. Relationship is not easy. Marriage is complicated. We always know that. We know that. We believe it. Because majority of us that are listening, majority of you guys listening right now, you guys are going through one situation or the other. You guys are going through one situation or the other. Okay? So the issue is this. We must not be hiding. We must not be hiding. Like I said last night, so many of you guys, your husband wants to, the man wants to go. The man has been telling you, I'm leaving. And you keep on saying, my Lord, and don't go, stay, I will do all what you want. There was no particular woman like that. The husband said, woman, you have to be licking my anus. And the woman said, I can't be licking your anus. Where do you get all this licking anus and stuff? I can't. And the man said, I'm leaving you. Is that enough to leave somebody? Licking anus. Who will do that? Who is going to tell me to come and leave? Now the man is now forcing the woman to lick anus, and the woman is saying, oh, I don't want you to go. I didn't beg you to be divorced. Oh, nobody is divorcing my family. Oh, my mother and mother, my father and mother, they are together. Oh, until death. Oh, my sister is married. Oh, my cousin, they are all married. Oh, in our church we don't believe in divorce. Oh, I will lick. Oh, I will lick. Oh, and then the woman has started licking anus. Because of what? Because of marriage. I find it so difficult to believe, man. Now, the woman was not talking to me. I was like, I just started walking towards the back a little bit. That I don't understand. Because it's possible for the what? So many of you women out there, you are afraid. You believe that divorce is a crime. You believe divorce is a crime. You believe if somebody should divorce you, that's the end of your life. Okay? That's exactly what you believe. A man will come home and say, okay, give me your paycheck. If you don't submit your paycheck, I'm leaving this house. Is it because of the paycheck? Are we married for paycheck reason? Are we married because of paycheck? Okay? Now you begin to ask yourself, so why these conditions? So I am inside a kind of a conditional relationship. If you don't do this, then I'm done. If this one is not done, then I'm gone. All right? That's a conditional relationship. That's a conditional relationship there. That is not real relationship at all. If somebody can, because of something, divorce you, that's not a real relationship. And it's not the fault of the man. Oh. It's not the fault of the man. Oh. It is your fault. It is your fault. So many things. A woman told me one time, she said, Pastor, my bum is leaking. I said, where is your bum leaking? What did you do to your bum that makes your bum to leak? He said, my husband has been coming and saying he has to do anal sex. I said, what is that? He's putting his penis inside my anus. Where are they getting this thing from? Your husband must have been watching movies, must be watching sex movie. Because it's only inside sex movie you can be seeing all this nonsense. He said, I don't know, and now I have to be wiring a pad in my anus because my anus is leaking. I have to go and clean up every 30 minutes in the bathroom. When I'm at work, I smell shit. I have to go to the bathroom to go clean up. These are the things. All right? And then the woman said, he said, if I didn't comply, he was going to leave. This is marriage. Nigerian African women, when are you going to value yourselves? Nigerian women, African women, Kenyan women, okay, Cameroonians, when will you value yourself? Jamaicans, Americans, when will you value yourselves? Okay? When will you value yourself? Tell me. Because I still don't understand. When you will actually put value on your life, that you will not just be an object or a kind of an animal that a man can just direct anyhow and instruct and say, if you don't do this, I am going to leave. And then because of that, you'll be shaking. You'll be afraid. Don't leave. I will do it. I will comply. I will do this. In our generation, we don't get divorced. Okay? If you tie the man down, based on that, you're going to continue to actually, you will continue to compromise. You will continue to compromise. You will continue to reduce your own worth. Just because you want to keep a man. Just because you want to keep a man. Alright? That's the stuff. You must actually be able to value your life. Value your life. Don't just be running all around the place and be shaking because a man said they're leaving. Let them go. Let them leave. And you live your own life. I believe one thing. If truly a man is in love with you, I've said it many times, that an ordinary man cannot be referred to as a husband. An ordinary man cannot be a husband. It is not given to an ordinary man to be called a husband. A husband must graduate from a man to becoming a husband, and the only reason that he will qualify to become a husband is if he is God. He is believer in Christ. Jesus is living inside of him. That's the only way you can call him and refer to him as a husband. An ordinary man cannot become a husband. It is not possible. Because he will not know how Christ loved the church. He will not abide by the laws of marriage. He will not understand it. He won't. He won't at all. Alright? So, he will just be doing all manners of things. Number one thing I want to quickly just say today is this. Majority of our men, even our women too, they grew up seeing their father do all this nasty, crazy stuff. So as you're doing it right now, you don't understand there is one little boy watching you. And you are actually going to mess up the next generations of people that will come after you. Because of the kind of example you are laying down. Because of what your children are seeing you do now. Your husband, runaway husband. They are looking at you. Runaway husband. You see, when they were growing up, like me, I grew up, I never saw, you see, my mom and dad, they always fight. I have never seen my father raise up his hand to beat my mom before. So, inside of my head, I believe a man must not beat a woman. I grew up seeing that. You can have argument, you can shout, you can yell, you can do whatever. But that part of raising your hand and beating your wife, my dad didn't show us that one. Then my dad said something one day. He called us boys. He said, if you ever want to sleep with a woman, we say, yes, sir. Never you sleep with a woman that you cannot marry. And then me, I'm the one that is always asking questions. I said, why, sir? He said, because if anything should happen, you will marry that girl. So inside my head, I borrow myself brain. When I go in search of a lady, I actually go and find a lady that I can get married to. Even at that point in time when I was not born again. I look for women I can marry. Those are the ones I go for. Because my dad already warned us. If anything should happen in that relationship, count yourself married. Alright? Number three thing. My mother took us to church. We began to learn about God right from day one. We went to Sunday. We went to Bible school, Bible studies. We went to royal ambassadors. We grew from ordinary royal ambassador to ambassador extraordinary. We were cramming Bible. We were cramming scripture. We were doing drama in church. We grew up inside of church. Then gradually they made me the children pastor. From children pastor to the youth pastor. From youth pastor, I went outside, I became a devil. But still, when I was outside, I was doing that crazy stuff I was doing. Alright? The foundation was still there. The foundation, it's a kind of a value that has been added onto me. That could not leave. Train your children in the way of the Lord. When they grow, they won't depart from it. It's very important. Your own father. So many of our fathers and mothers that we see these days, they are party machine. The only way they show their children is to go to party. The only thing they're showing their children is to beat any woman you are married to. The example that we're showing our children is to actually be crazy. And that's why the kids are growing up and becoming who they are today. That's why they're going on like that. Even though I went outside of what my mother put my feet on, I still had, that foundation was still there. It was very easy for me to differentiate between the bad, the good, and the ugly. That even though I was doing all that kind of stuff, I still remember in my head, I'm supposed to be a child of God. I was supposed to be a child of God. When you lay a foundation for a child, the child will grow based on that foundation. Even though the storm of life may carry him away, he will never forget that foundation. He'll never forget it. So, but the kind of life that our men are exposed to, that's why they're so arrogant now. I saw what I say, he's always a beginneristic, he's a idiot. Your head is not correct at all. You know that? You see, that's the issue. Their head is not correct. Because of their foundation, their mentality is whack. It's not the right mentality. They don't know God. And if you don't know God, there's no way you can understand how to treat people. Okay? When you talk about love, love is not a man. Love is God. Love is not a feeling. Love is God. And whosoever wants to love other people must first of all understand who God is and then connect with God. And then you have the ability to love and the ability to be loved. The ability to love people is in God because God is love. Ability to be loved will be given unto you because God is in you. He will now attract love to your side. But our men are missing. They are not where they're supposed to be. Are they in church? We don't see them in church. They are in beer parlors. They are running all around the place looking for a way to have sex with all the women. That's where our women are. Our men are. Okay? How can they fulfill destiny? They can't. They cannot fulfill destiny. Now, one thing I want to let you understand is this. It is not all men. Like I said, there are some men that are good. We have good men. But every time I refer and say Nigerian men, let the bad ones be listening. The good ones, thank God for your life. If you are one of the good ones, thank God for your life. If you are the bad one, listen. Open your ears. Hear what the Spirit is saying. Open your ears. And don't be rigid. Don't let your ego mess you up. So many of you are driven by ego. Too much of ego will destroy you. You can't understand. Too much of ego will mess your life up. Alright? So, our African men, they need God. They don't know God. And I don't blame them because their mother and father didn't show them the way of God. They didn't grow up in the will of God. They don't know the will of God. How can they behave correctly when they are not being trained correctly? Now, who is supposed to be blamed? Their mother and father. And at the same time, you yourself now listening to me as a woman, as a man, you now look at your children. You don't want the same thing that is happening to you to happen to them. I don't pray for a stupid man to abuse my daughter. I'll kill that man. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. You see the way I'm preaching? This is the way I will deal with the boy. Go and lay hands on my daughter and come and see what I will do. You'll be smelling yourself like this. You'll be smelling a goat that is on fire. I'm not kidding. That's the way I'll deal with it. So, the issue is this. I am training my own daughter to know God. You train your son to know God too. Take your son to church. Let them go to Bible studies. Let them go to Sunday school. Let them learn the will of God. Let them have a foundation. When they have a foundation, they will not deviate from that foundation ever. Alright? They will never deviate from it. They will continue to be in that same locker forever. God will continue to control their life. Every time they will always understand that this is not supposed to be done. I am not supposed to do this. And you as a parent, you must not fight in front of your children. Don't ever fight in front of them. Don't let them see any kind of negativity in your relationship. Let them see a marriage that is almost perfect. Let them have that at the back of their mind, that my marriage must be better than the ones of my mommy. My marriage must be better than that of my dad and my mom. I have to do whatever it takes to make sure my marriage works. And that is the way. The generation coming, you must not mess their life up. Now, a lot of Nigerian men, we need to come back to God. Running away, running from responsibility is not laying a good foundation for your children. Let me tell you this. See, situation occurs. Situation always happen in relationship. Oh, you can't run away from situation. There is no place you find yourself. There is no way you marry a woman. It doesn't matter the man you marry. It doesn't matter the man you are married to, the woman you are married to. There will be situation. Here at the beginning. And that is why we make mistake. At the beginning, we take what we are not supposed to take. A man who is not married to you is slapping your face and you are rubbing it. Ha! You see? And that's the problem. You are not yet married to the man. You are rubbing it. So the man is having it at the back of his mind that, oh yeah, if I slap her, she will be kneeling down. She will want to marry you based on that. When he yelled at you and said, kneel down there. A boyfriend, oh, he said, kneel down there. You quickly kneel down. Because he wanna any. You quickly kneel down. And the man at the back of his head is now, yeah, or then I like this one. This is the one I will marry. Understand? Now, our men too, they get food. When they are now treating those particular girls like that, and the girls are saying, Mabinu, I'm sorry, they start comparing their wife with the girlfriend. The girlfriend that is outside that is looking to get married, he will take nonsense. I mean, she will take nonsense. She will cook for you even though you are angry. She will be angry. I need to make you Mabinu now. Mabinu, she be multi software. Mama titi sonje for. Now, your wife is not doing like that. So you'll be comparing in your head, or there, aussi. Or you'll be comparing. You don't understand that the girlfriend wants to get married. She will take nonsense. She will be taking, she will do your laundry for you. Say, hey, the major man worry, man, be laundry. I will be doing your laundry for you. And then you will get up. You will not start yelling. Is it not somebody doing my laundry? She doesn't question my authority. She doesn't argue with me. She always listens to me. She gives me her money. I take her money. I even drive her car. Oh, you don't know that that woman wants to get married. And that woman will try, will do everything possible to take you away from your wife. Your wife will look like a devil. She will treat you like that you begin to think your wife is a devil. And then you'll be there. And then the woman, she will every time, even when she's sick, she will give you sex. When she's tired, she will give you sex. Whenever she's having a headache, she won't even talk about the headache. She will open her leg. But because your wife will say, I'm tired, I am sick. Your wife is taking care of 4 children. And you are busy gallivanting all around the street looking for girlfriend. Now, you're gallivanting all around the street looking for girlfriend. And then the girlfriend that you're seeing right now, one day she will bring a paper from the hospital and then tell you, I am pregnant. What are we going to do? That's the day you will understand who she is. Oh, that's the day the game is going to change. Then you now begin to say, hey, are you not understanding? Say, you understand what? You know I'm married. And so what? I think the next thing for you to do is just to go and abort it. That's the day you will see the true color of that woman. Or maybe you succeeded in leaving your wife for the new girlfriend that is always taking order. The new girlfriend that is always very, very understanding. The new girlfriend that is actually taking your nonsense. You know, say, this one is taking nonsense. So this one was, like I see a lot of Caribbean sisters. In Caribbean sisters, they will say, oh, Nigerian men are very good. They're sexy. Nigerian men are the champion. They are daddy. They're this. And so and we will take their nonsense. Nigerian men take care of women. Wait until you marry them. You will see hell. You will see hell. Caribbean women, one say they know they play. I know them very well. They work on time, they one time, they're pushing you. Now, wait until you marry that new one. You will now know that that one is more of a devil than the one you are living. Oh, Berry, which women? Which woman are you talking about? Is it so? We need to. It's a situation will always happen in relationship. There is no way situation will not happen in relationship. Go and marry in heaven. Go inside the ground to go and marry. Ask Jesus Christ to come and join you and your wife together. There will still be problems. There will still be problems. Anytime, any day. No matter where you find yourself, you will always find problems in relationship. That is what relationship is all about. It's about problem. Relationship is problem. All right? Two individuals coming together, different mindset, different orientation, different kind of life, different level of education, and they will come together. There will always be challenges. You cannot escape it. There will always be challenges. All right? That is life for you. So running away from the relationship is not the answer. Okay? The very first thing is, every time there is a situation, don't sweep it under the carpet. Now, every time you sweep something under the carpet, you are allowing that stuff to develop, to grow. And the more it's growing, it's becoming bigger, it will be very difficult to handle. That's Yoruba people. It is when a tree is small, that's when you cut it down. When it becomes big, it is not going to be easy for you to cut it down, because at that time it's too big. And we sweep things under the carpet and we let it develop, and it will now become a big tree of hatred. And that is when we will not be able to handle it anymore. That is what I tell men. Men, don't run away from confrontation. When your wife is asking questions, answer now. Prove yourself okay. Deal with the situation now. Don't run. Don't let this be swept under the carpet. It will develop and become a tree of hatred that no one can handle. No one can. I have married my wife now. I don't know how many years I've married my wife. Maybe 23 years. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We have never invited anybody to come and settle quarrel between me and her. No. It has never happened. And I pray it will never happen. Because I know, because I am the president of my house. I know it at the back of my mind that if anything should happen in this relationship, it is going to be my fault. I understand it, that people will blame me for any kind of stuff that happened in this relationship. So I already learned how to handle my situation. I don't look at my wife to be less or lesser than me. I don't look at my wife to be a second-class citizen. Actually, I equated my wife with myself. So I know when to prostrate and say, my dear, I'm sorry. I know when to explain myself in a humble way. I know everything. So every time I actually fall into error and she actually says, we need to talk, I present myself. I don't run away from it. I present myself, even though it's very hard for a man to do, I still do. Because I always have it at the back of my mind, my marriage must succeed. So I sit down there, let her accuse me all she like, and the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to explain myself. This is exactly what has happened, and this is what has happened. If I've offended you in any way, I am sorry. It will never happen again. Very simple. Now, we are doing it inside of the bedroom. Nobody is there with us. When we come outside, then I sit on the couch in the living room, and I sit down. My friends are sitting down there. My wife is busy cooking for me in the kitchen, and she will bring the food to my table and say, "Unje ireo." Then my wife use air for me. Air, understand? She doesn't use O for me at all. All right? She uses E for me all the time. So whenever she is now kneeling down to me, everybody outside will see it. But when I was prostrating in the bedroom, we were just the only two people that were there. So now the marriage is calm, good, easy. She will come outside, give me my food, put the food on the table, kneel down with it, and people are looking at me like, Kai, Pastor Shola is good, oh. No, I am not good. I know exactly what to do. I had an understanding. There is an understanding of what I need to do that I'm doing in the bedroom. I do it in the bedroom. Nobody is seeing me. But now you are seeing that the glory of God is upon my life in the living room because of the sacrifice I have rendered in the bedroom. I humble myself. I apologize when I'm wrong. I explain when I need to explain. When I don't need to explain, I know that time. There are things that you don't want to explain. Just take the blame. Just take the blame. Be responsible. You are wrong, you are wrong. You don't have to explain nothing. Explaining something is actually going to create another different level of problem. You don't want to explain nothing. Just realize you have committed a crime and just apologize. Say, I am sorry. And it will never happen again. And don't ever, ever let it happen again. Don't ever let it happen anymore. All right? Stay away from that same crime. And be good and be nice. And keep going. All right? That's the way to keep home together. Deal with issue at the beginning. Number two, when you know and you realize that you are done with a woman, you don't want her anymore, and you don't want the blame to come from you. You don't want people to know you are the one who walked away. And you are now trying to make her to be the one that people will point accusing finger to. Now, you are the one that are pinning her in the house. And when they call you together, you keep quiet. She will be the one barking like a dog. Because she has been taking all this nonsense, you have been pinning her for a long time, and she has been enduring it. Now she could not endure it anymore. She has crossed over to the other side. Now she's acting as a crazy person. Everybody will think she's the one crazy. So you'll be pinning her, until they will not say, you see, how can a man stay with this kind of a woman? But you are the one who did it. You are done. Now, if you are done and you are no longer interested in the woman, you are done loving her, the best thing for you to do is call a meeting and say, my dear, I am done with you. You can't force a man to be with you. Likewise, you can't force a woman to be with you. If they are done, let them be done. Let them walk away. Be at peace. All right? Say goodbye. Say goodbye in a nice way. Goodbye in a nice way. Let everybody go their way. Keep your life. Let him keep his life. Instead of you now ruining our own life by turning her into a crazy machine. You pin her. Now she's depressed. You give her all kinds of problems. Today you will eat, tomorrow you will not eat. Next week you are not having sex. Then you stay away from her, you start sleeping on the couch every day. It's part of you now making them to go crazy. Instead of you giving them that kind of stress. On the day one, call them and say, I'm done. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm walking out. She will be prepared. She's still sane. Her head is still correct. She can take it. She still have the shock absorber is still there. All right? So tell it to her and then go. Don't come and give her problem. To the extent that, okay, now everybody will now think she's a bad person because she's the one shouting. She's the one yelling. You are now calm. You are looking like as if to say you are the good guy. Whereas you are the bad person. So if you know that you are done, just call her and say, honey, I'm done. I can't be with you anymore. And then walk away. She will still be at her right state of mind to be able to deal with that issue without going crazy. So many women right now, they got no power to deal with issue anymore because now they cross over to the other side. They are no longer mentally stable. You have driven them all the way to that end. And right now, they can't even cope with their life anymore. Their children have been taken away by the government because they are no longer stable. Understand? And you are now with another woman. And then you render them useless. They are now in the psychiatric hospital right now taking medication. And they're sleeping on the bed from morning till night. And members of their families are going there to check on them. Now you render them useless. How do you don't believe that's the next supposed to be? That's the next thing supposed to happen. If you know you're done, the best thing is to grow some balls. Are you not a man? Can't you grow some balls and say, I'm done? If truly you are done, Tell the woman I'm done and walk away. And go and face the music anywhere you go to. And make sure that when you go, don't come back. Make sure you don't come back. Because if you go, that's goodbye. You have said goodbye, don't come back here. Alright? Because you're the one who left. Before you start packing your bag, think now. Think right now before you pack your bag and get out. Alright? The moment you pack your bag and get out, because the grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side until you get there. Until you get to the other side, you now look over there, you now find out that the grass is not as green as you thought. Now you want to come back. No, come back. Oh. When you pack your load and say, I'm going, be gone. Be gone. I beg you, just be gone. Don't come back. So, if you have left your responsibility undone, when there are problems in the relationship, you ran away from the relationship. From the problems, you didn't deal with the problems, and now you walked away from there. Now you want to come back. I don't think you should. Just be gone. Be gone 100%. Totally. And don't come back. So, for you now to come back when your banana is no longer working, for you now to be coming back when your health is not good, for you to be coming out now that you have been diagnosed of HIV, you have been diagnosed of high blood pressure, you're about to die, you are not coming back when the other woman has rejected you, you lost your job, okay? Now you want to come back to this same woman, only ran away on here, only buruku e daniel, and your buruku ayato on here. Oh yeah, anytime you show you Sudan on here. Oh yeah, why don't you be only good and berry woman? Come and beg for me. Come and beg for me. You don't know how to beg now. You can't go to the bedroom and beg and say, I'm sorry to your wife right now. It is later down the road. You now come and be, I'm not posting around. I'm not dobale usi be alang ba usi to lori ebo. I'm telling you, that's what you come and do. I'm too proud to be coming back to be begging. So I'm not going nowhere. It doesn't matter why I see other women on the other side. Let them be there. That's our own palaver. I'm actually married to this woman. I will take care of her. I will do whatever it takes to make her happy and for me to have peace. So why run away from? Why run away? And everything boils down to the foundation. When the foundation is wrong, there is nothing you can do to amend it. There is nothing you can do to amend it. You can't amend it. The foundation is bad. Their mothers and fathers didn't teach them the way of God. They didn't grow up in church. They didn't grow up knowing God. They don't have any understanding about the will of God. So, they can never be a child of God. They can never behave correctly. They will be bouncing all around the place. Jumping from one place to another place. Jumping from home to home, bed to bed. That's what they knew. That's what they saw their father did. That's what their mother did also. I know one particular woman who is a single mother. She will bring different men home all the time. And the daughter was watching. So the daughter believed that, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. The moment you are married, you kick your husband out and start bringing different men into the house all the time. Now, when that girl is grown, that's exactly the same way she's going to believe. She's going to behave. That's exactly the kind of lifestyle she's going to live. So we should train our children in the way of God. Let them serve God. Let them come for Bible study. Let them come for Sunday school. It is a foundation we are giving unto them. Foundation that our jogumba. Understand? And that's what we are living by. They will not deviate from it. Train your children the way of God. When they are fully grown, they won't deviate from it. I pity a lot of people. A lot of people, you are leaving your children to do whatever they like. I pity you because they are going to grow up and become you. Because they are looking at you. You are the mirror of your children. You are mirroring your kind of life to your children, and they are looking at it. And you're supposed to take a time to call them and say, my life is not perfect though. This life I'm living is not what I pray to live, oh. Understand? Situation happened though, but your life must be perfect. This is the way I want you to live your life. And that is why I'm taking you to God. Take those kids to God. Give them assignment. Let them serve God. Let them use their money to serve God. Let them use their life to serve God. Let them use everything God has given unto them to serve God. It will come back later down the road. It might not be useful today. Oh. You might think it's a waste of time today. It is not. What my mother to me is what I'm manifesting today. You will not believe it. When I was still very bad, I was still with the understanding of I'm not supposed to be here. I knew it. My mom pumped a lot of things into my life. And now the woman is gone. I'm the one. The network is not that great today. I don't know what's wrong. It's actually messing me up. I don't like this stuff. So, but in a nutshell, what I'm saying is the foundation is the key thing, and that's what is affecting our men today. Our men are affected today because their father, their mother didn't train them the way of God. There are certain men that you will see in the society. They grew up with a good father. They grew up with a good mother. They trained them the way of God. And their lives are totally different today. People see them, they think they are mumu. They are not. They're living their lives. They know when to prostrate to their wives, when to apologize. They know it. They had that understanding that the marriage must work. They're not driven by ego. Because the moment your life is in Christ, He's going to knock ego off of you. Ego is going to be gone. That's why He said, all things are passed away, behold, they are new. You're going to begin to live a new life. A life in Christ, a life in Jesus. Okay, that's the kind of life you're going to be living. All you need to do is just to submit and surrender. At a very old age, it's going to be difficult for you to be able to understand the things of God. At this point in time, because you have grown, you're 45, you're 46, you will continue to attack goodness. Good things. You continue to attack the truth. You will, because you have attacked the truth all your life. All right. For now, you may not understand the things of God. You won't understand it, but at a very young age. That we have been going to church at a very young age, we are able to grow. We are able to grow in grace. We're able to grow in the spirit. And right now, what my mother pumped into me is the life I'm living right now. I'm not going to lie to you. It's what my mom pumped into me. My dad is more of an instructor. He gave us instructions. If you go and sleep with a woman and she gets pregnant, you're married. That's his own. That's his own right there. This is not go and come. And that guy, you will know that this guy is serious like heart attack. You don't go out and do whatever you want to lie or you want to do. He's that kind of a guy. So we grew up knowing that the instructions are coming. My mother actually took us to church. We went through the whole stuff. My sisters went through GA, Lydia, and all kinds of stuff. It's all about cramming scriptures and knowing the things of God. We go to church every day. Every day we go to church. We don't miss it. My mother was the choir director of the church. My dad is the treasurer of the church and the Sunday school teacher. All right. So we have to go to church. We are being trained to live our life in God. Along the line, I deviated. I walked away. Thank God I walked away because I went to clear my head. To actually look at the difference between the word and inside of the church. I was able to get it. And I came back. I married Jesus the second time. And along the line, I deviated again because of the church, because of the pastors. And now I'm back. And that was what I was saying the other day. One particular sister said, hey, can you come? And I asked the sister, I said, listen, have I invited you to come and meet me in the hotel? She said, no. I said, have I asked you to come and give me money? He said, no. I said, so we are teaching you the truth, the word of God. So what is wrong with you? Now, one particular sister said, Pastor Shola, you know if me and you are having sex, I won't tell anybody. I said, I know you won't. I said, but why do I need to have sex with you? There was a time I had 4 women on my bed at the same time. I got tired along the line. I couldn't handle it. Now that I'm no longer in the world, I'm in Christ, Can't you just carry your banner, your cookie and go? Alright? Carry your cookie and go. Don't help me to fail. Don't help me to fail. You know what I'm saying? These are the things. I just don't know what to say. Just don't know. Alright? So, the foundation is very, very important. Very, very important. How we handle foundation. How we carry. You know, very, very important. So the foundation must be given to our children. You know, the foundation must be given to our children. And, you know, we have to pray for them, and teach them. And we're supposed to be examples. You know, a lot of men on the network, they think I'm against them. It is because of your lack of understanding. You can't think. You can't think. You compare yourself too much with a woman. You compete with women. You're not supposed to be competing. It's going to be an idiot, a stupid man that will be competing with women. You know, you are a man. You're supposed to make that office of a man and a husband to be a kind of an office that every other person will look at you and say, you are really doing your job in this office. You know, doing your job. You're doing your job. And do your job well. Know when to shout, when to yell, when to keep quiet, when to prostrate. You know? That's the issue. That's just the issue. So I want to say thank you to all you guys out there for watching my program again. I'll see you guys tomorrow by the grace of God.
JFK.
Igbo Gweno.
Oh, my Indy, I don't know. He came one day and he come out from my house.
So you are promoting separation in marriage? Need clarification, please. Yes, I'm promoting it. I'm promoting it if the men are not taking responsibility. Now, what we do, let me quickly just answer your question real quick because so many of you don't understand. You start thinking it otherwise. Now, in a relationship, a man is supposed to be the head. You are the president of the home. All right? The woman is more or less the citizen of the home. So you as the president are supposed to be blamed. We're supposed to blame you. We're supposed to blame you if everything is wrong. So a man is not supposed to be the boss. God said a man is the head of the home. That means you are a leader in the team. So the woman has got a responsibility. The man has got a responsibility. So the two of you will come together and become one flesh. In understanding, in control, in everything, in responsibility. You guys are one flesh. You are supposed to be together. So when you become abusive towards the woman, you are slapping her today, beating her tomorrow, kicking her next week, kicking her belly, pregnancy is coming down, her womb is actually being scattered and ruptured and all kinds of stuff, and you're about to kill the woman, and they come to me, the next thing I'm going to say is separation. Because at the end of the day, I want the woman to leave. So when a woman is living in an abusive relationship, there is nothing you can recommend at that point in time. It's not fasting and prayer. This is not fasting and prayer. The moment a woman is living inside an abusive relationship and her life is depending on it, and she's about to be killed in that relationship, the next thing for you to do is just recommend to them separation. And after that separation, let the man go work on himself. And if he thinks he's done, let him walk away and let the woman walk away. Let divorce be finalized. And let the two of them go their ways. Divorce is not a crime. Divorce is not a crime. All right? That's the way it is. I am promoting, read my lips, I am promoting separation when there is abuse in the relationship. All right? So that is why we are telling the men to behave well. We are telling the men to go and connect to God. When the marriage is no longer conducive, when the marriage is toxic, and when the marriage is now a kind of a graveyard, then we are to recommend separation. Sir, if you don't understand, that's what it is. Now, for people who wants to die in relationship, we have spoken. If they decide to now stay there and die there, it's no longer our fault. It is the fault of that woman who decide to stay inside that same abusive relationship and die there. All right? That is it. So divorce is not a crime. For people to be divorced is not a crime. All right? Actually, divorce is biblical. Divorce is biblical. I have been teaching about it all the time. Thank God we're having new people coming on the network. They must understand it. Divorce is biblical. If you have your time, you want me to train you, feel free to actually pay for a session with me, and I will take you through that course, and you will find out that divorce is biblical, and God is God's hand in divorce. It's very biblical, and people are getting to know it now, and the men must back off. Let them back off. You are not the Lord and the chairman of the family. You back off. Go and sit down your lane, train yourself well. Know that God hates divorce. It is not that kind of a divorce God is talking about. God is talking about a man that is treating his wife badly. God hates that kind of act of abuse. Abuse is what the Bible is referring to as divorce. A man who is abusive has divorced his wife. Go and read the Bible. I will show it to you in the Bible. If you want to know more, go and pay for a session with me. I will teach you all about divorce and you will see it. By the grace of God. So, for a lot of people out there, a lot of women out there, they are inside of abusive relationship. The husband is not behaving correctly and you're still there. Your pastor is telling you, pray, 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 pray. One day, we will come and bury you. It means you have no brain. We'll come back and bury you. So for a man who is done, who is totally done, who don't want to continue the relationship, I believe that man should just speak out. Come out and just speak out and say, honey, I'm done in this relationship and I want to go. They will not say, God bless you. Go ahead and go. But leave the man, leave the woman sane. Leave her sane. Let her still be in the right state of mind. So she can go and live her own life too. And you can live your life. Nobody is tying you down. And as a matter of fact, you see, marriage is not one of the qualifications to make heaven. Marriage is not. It's not. Either you are married, you are not married, doesn't mean you are going to make heaven. All right? Has nothing to do with it. All right? Has nothing to do with it. The only thing it can do is marriage can actually make you to lose heaven. You can miss heaven because of marriage. You can miss heaven. And you can actually make heaven too because of marriage. Because if you have peace to serve your God in marriage, if you and your partner, you guys together, join hands together to serve God the correct way, then you have somebody that will support you, and the two of you can go on together and serve God together and make heaven. And if you are inside of a crazy relationship, that crazy relationship can send you to hell. Because you may not be able to have time to serve God. You may start jumping from one place to the other place, and you may actually fall into error, and then you go to hell. So marriage is not part of the requirements to make it heaven. All right? So marriage is not supposed to be a do or die. No. So many women today, they want to just die finding a man. Some of the men, they just don't want to get married. They're just there. They're just there. You know? So that's just the issue right there. So marriage is not a do or die. Divorce is biblical. Divorce is a lifesaver. All right, we've been talking about it, and we're going to continue to talk about it. And for people who are actually going through divorce, don't ever in your life give up on your life. Let me read this question this guy is asking. What happens when the woman is the one abusive to the man? Now, the issue with this is this. Let me now tell you one funny thing that you as a man will not understand. You may not understand it, but I want to break it down to you real quick. And it will take somebody who has got vision, who has a kind of a broad understanding of what I'm about to say. But I'm going to start like this because I've said it before, but I'm going to say it one more time. Whenever we want to talk about the economy of Nigeria, who do we blame? Every one of us will look up and say, Buhari is a bad president. Why don't we have light? It's Buhari. Why don't we have electricity? It is Buhari. Why don't we have water? Buhari is crazy. Why don't we have security in Nigeria? I don't even know what Buhari is doing. Oh, he's a stupid man. Oh, Buhari is supposed to go. Let Buhari go. Let Buhari go. What is wrong with the economy of America? It's Donald Trump. We really need Donald Trump. He's a crazy person. Why are we doing this crazy stuff now in America? He's Donald Trump. He's crazy. Donald Trump is a mad person. Look at him. He has blocked the border. People can't come here. Hey, what is wrong now? Why can't people give back to America in America and their children become American citizens? It is Donald Trump. He just came up with one stupid law. It is Donald Trump. Why is the road in America not good? It is Donald Trump. He's a bad person. And so also in marriage, if anything should go wrong in marriage, it is the responsibility of the man, because the man happens to be the president of that nation called marriage. He is the one who chose that woman. Always remember, you are the one that chose the woman. The woman didn't choose you. You ask the woman, will you marry me? All right? Will you marry me? It means that you have done all your investigations. You have done your investigation. You've done your findings. You have understanding of this woman, what she will become. You have tested her many times. You have known the level of her aggressiveness. You have tested her many times. You have known the level of her anger. You have tested her many times. You know how loving and caring she is. And then you now say, I agree with her life. I accept her way of life. I accept the way he is thinking. And then, when you now said, will you marry me? It means that I have done all my findings. And I'm rest assured, this is the kind of woman I want in my life. God didn't give a woman the opportunity to choose a husband. It is a man God has given that opportunity to. That's why the Bible says he who finds a wife. So you as a man will find a wife. So if you refuse to find a wife and you find a girlfriend, you find a bedmate, you find a bully, and the bully now turn around and start bullying you. Now, it is not the fault of the woman. The woman was there by herself. You are the one that saw the market and said this market is good. And you bought that market. Now, when you get home, you now find out that the packaging is good, but the product inside is bad. Whose fault? It's the fault of the person who bought the market without opening the inside. Many of our men don't open the inside of a woman. They only look at the packaging, the pointing breast, the big bum, the whatever, the car, the job, everything. That's all we look at, and we get carried away. We don't do litmus tests. We have to test their abilities, test their character, know their temperament, take them to a coach, take them to church, pray about things, investigate spiritually, investigate physically, do all manners of things that is necessary to do to be able to understand who you are about to ask a question. Number two, sometimes people marry the right people. Sometimes the men, they find the right woman, and then situation happens. You are now sweeping it under the carpet. That situation, you didn't deal with it. It will start growing in the heart of the woman. It will become a battery of hatred. And that time, if you refuse to deal with it, it will continue to grow and it will change that woman. You see, the woman has changed right now to become abusive, not because she was abusive before. She turned to become an abusive woman because of the situation that happened and you refuse to deal with. You see, dealing with the situation will help. Dealing with the situation will help. How do we deal with the situation? It is by we sitting down. Either going to a counselor, go to a therapist, go to a pastor, open your case. Let the wife talk. Let her pour out her mind. Let her pour out her mind, and then you defend yourself. Now, if something is not supposed to be defended, if the stuff you are not supposed to tell stories, apologize. Let her forgive you. Say all what manner he needs to say. If it's a matter of your own family disturbing her peace, say it to the face of your family. This is my wife. Stop tampering with her. Always make sure you are on the side of your wife. Don't be on the side of your family, because your wife is you. Okay? You have to go inside to discipline your wife, not outside. Discipline your wife inside. It's not even discipline. It's about you going in there to talk things up. Talk things out. Talk things out. Say, my dear, you see, the issue is this. I understand what you're feeling, but you see, the way you responded to my mother is not supposed to be. I understand you're feeling bad. I know you're angry, but Map, just don't be angry. You know what I want you to do is this. Go back and apologize to my mom. You know why? Because peace is actually the best thing in life. All right? We are all going to fight. We're going to finish it. And then we fight another one tomorrow. So if we fight today and we didn't settle it, how will we give time to fight again tomorrow? All right? Mapino, I know that she has offended you. I know you are hurt. That was why you did what you did. But don't do it again. You too, Mama Bino. Don't always be angry. Go and caution yourself. All right? Mapino, Yawomi, God bless you. Oh, yeah, go. And then the two of you will go and prostrate to Mama together. When she's kneeling down, you are prostrating. Mommy, Mama Bino, see, it's all going to be good. No, don't stand behind your mommy and say, what kind of a stupid wife are you? Don't do that. You are digging a grave for yourself in the future. You don't understand. It is what a woman listens to. The way you treat a woman, she will multiply it and give it back to you. Stand with your wife. Anything that happened in that home, if your wife has offended your mother, it is you and your wife that have offended your mother. You have to prostrate together. Don't be standing behind and be saying, you lead that whole Lucian. We brought you to America once in young man. So don't be doing that. That's the stuff that will make a woman change. So for a good man who wants to marry a good woman and remain good forever, you must have wisdom. And wisdom is the principal thing. It is not agbara. Wisdom is profitable in all things. When you have wisdom, you can live with a crazy person. When you have wisdom, you can live with a madman. It's wisdom. Wisdom is the key thing. Go and ask for it. Go and ask for it. Let God humble you. Let God humble you as a man. And start using wisdom instead of you using force. Force will not bring forth any good thing. Force is not going to bring anything good at all. Will not come out of force. Force will always give back to force. And it's going to end up in disaster. But wisdom will bring forth peace all the time. All the time. Wisdom will bring peace all the time. And that's it. When you respect your wife, other people will respect her. And when you respect your husband too, other people will respect your husband. Okay? The way you carry your wife, the way you carry your husband is the way people outside will carry them. When they see you just talking back about your wife, doing whatever you like and stuff like that, everybody too will see her like that, and they see her like a doormat, and then they just treat her the same way. And that's going to cause wahala in the relationship. Tiny little things like this. That's why the Bible was referring to foxes, little foxes. They destroy the vine. Little things like this, little small things can destroy big things. Small things that we refuse to handle correctly can destroy big things. And you know, women, they magnify things. They magnify things. Always know women, know their character, and you will be able to deal with them with wisdom. A man with wisdom will be a king in the family. A man with wisdom will be the king of that home. The woman will just hand over the kingship to him because he's got wisdom. It's wisdom. Wisdom will give you all things. Wisdom will make your wife submit to you. Wisdom will make your husband submit to you. Wisdom will make your wife love you to death. Wisdom will make your wife to give you a paycheck without even knowing. Wisdom is what it takes. It's not power. It's not position. It's not power. It's not position. Don't be intoxicated because you are the man. You see, that is not going to give you, not going to help you. It's never going to help you. All right? So when you apply wisdom, you will see that wisdom will help you in all things. So for a woman that is abusive, number one, you might be the one who married the wrong woman. Number two, you might be the one who created that monster. And the next thing for you to do is, if you marry the wrong person, it's not good. I'm not advising you to let the person go. But it's wisdom to live with such kind of people. And if you are the one who have done something crazy, there's a way you can amend it. There's a way you can go back to that foundation and dig into it, know exactly what you've done, and now deal with that situation the way you should deal with it. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Don't use force. Don't use force. Don't use force. When you use force, it won't give back to anything good at all. It won't. Every one of us, we have ego. Likewise, women too. And we are all somebody. We love to be respected. If somebody disrespects my wife, I won't feel good. It's like the person is disrespecting me. So if I disrespect my wife also, she won't feel that good. All right? So I really don't want her to disrespect me, so I won't disrespect her. And I give what I have. The way I want her to treat me is the way I'm going to treat her. The way you want your husband to treat you is the way you treat them too. Goes both ways. So when we do that, you will see that marriage will work. Ego is what the devil is using to ruin us. Ego. Too much of ego, lack of wisdom. Too much of ego, lack of wisdom. Too much of ego, lack of wisdom. Wisdom is profitable. All right? So when we seek for wisdom, always learn it. All right? Learn the principles. When you learn the principle to live with a woman, it's going to be easy for you. All right? The Lord God Almighty will bless us in the name of Jesus. Have a beautiful day.
Yes, this is your boy.
This is your boy. Any other question, please go ahead.
Oh, my Indy.
If you have any question, feel free to ask.
One day, I dey come out from my house. I dey go up, I dey go my office. Carry my motor, I dey the road. Just like that, my braking fail. My braking fail, my car come out for road. But because of Jesus, I know who do at all. But because of Jesus, I know who do. Hey. Jesus never fail, never fail. 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 He gets another time, money no day for my hand. My pikin they ask me, Papa, waiting we do job. I can't raise my voice in prayer to the Lord. All of a sudden, my phone they ring, oh. I don't get a lot. My phone they ring, oh. I don't get a lot.
Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. Make sure you share the video on your page. Make sure you share it. Make sure you share it on your page. Somebody is talking about knowledge over there. Knowledge is power. You see, when you have knowledge, you have power. You see, that's what you have. You see, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, they go together. All right? You don't just get one and don't get another one. The moment you have wisdom, you're a knowledgeable person. Because knowledge comes based on experience. What you're passing through is what gives you knowledge. When you go to school, you acquire knowledge. When you pass through opposition, you acquire knowledge. When you go through the wilderness, you acquire knowledge. When you pass through the shadow and the valley of death, you acquire knowledge. You become a man of knowledge as you go through something. So whatever you go through will give you knowledge. So every man is supposed to have knowledge as they go through things. Don't look away. Don't look away. Let me see this. Why do you men like saying someone is teaching your wife after you have pushed them into the wall? All right. So that's just the issue. May God help every one of us. Of you guys who is looking to be counseled, you need counseling, you can actually hook me up, connect with me. I charge to do it. It's $100 per session of 60 minutes and $250 for unlimited sessions by the grace of God. And we're talking about 5 hours of counseling sessions by the grace of God. So if you need counseling, you need coaching session also, feel free to connect with me by the grace of God, and then we deal with it. God bless you.